Bruh, buh.
Cheers. Motherfuckers better be.
Goat. Is this a zoo? Because all I see is goats.
Oh,
Like that? That was good. That was good. What it does, what is poppin', what is cracking, everybody? My name is Uncle C.
My name is Nephew Noshdog.
And my name is Uncle Dan.
And welcome to episode 94 of Bad Habits of Podcast, where we are surrounded by goats, because that is all the
I'm
fuck.
surrounded by two uncles and I'm the nephew.
Exactly.
Which is an interesting yet possible
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
circumstance.
Exactly.
Mario.
For those who aren't watching, I have a vintage Justin Bieber My World 2.0 t-shirt, which is just
Glorious.
Can we give that? Should we give that a bit of a fucking thing, right? Yeah, we can.
Glorious.
Yep, shouts to Biebs, shouts to Biebs. So I wanted to tell Nosh where I got it from. So my friend,
I'll give you that.
yes. So my friend Craig, who's from Toronto, he lives in San Diego. He messaged me, I want to say like August last year or some shit, and he sent me a photo of this t-shirt, and it was like,
of course,
$5-10, and I was like, fucking get it for me. And he's like, all right, bet. And he got it for me, and we did like a beer trade. So he only sent me my part like 7-8 months later, because he's a funny cunt. And I forgot about the t-shirt, and he put the t-shirt in there, and he told me that so it was from like Goodwill, like Salvation Army, and he told me that he wore it to shows. He said mad people were coming up to him, and
no fucking way.
Yeah, like I didn't know it was secondhand. I thought it was from like Walmart or some shit, you know. So washed it up, and I haven't busted out yet, but I look forward to busting out this summer. I feel like mad people will appreciate it. Oh no, she's just having a time. He's excited about the Biebs.
I can't contain my excitement for the Biebs tee.
I respect.
I'm very
it.
happy to see that it's the ultimate throwback picture that they've used. It's like the traditional Biebs side cut.
Yeah, the hair.
The side bowl cut with everything's brushed to the one side and then trimmed as such.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
It's amazing.
So if you have your hair any other way, it's all uneven. It's a fuck show. You have to have it that way or nothing else. You get it cut like that, you keep the Biebs bowl. That's it.
Biebs bowl.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's
But
what they
it's
call
an
it.
iconic picture of the bloke, and I think it looks dashing on you, sir.
Thank you very much. Do you remember when I had the poster on my bedroom in South Melbourne?
Australia, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That house and those posters on your doors, we can't talk about half of them on air, or at least
No,
one
we
of
can't.
The posters. It's just ridiculous fun.
I had the Twilight. Yeah, I had some good shit.
Wasn't it?
I had the
You guys
Dreamboat
were-
Twilight. Yeah, I had the Biebs, and we had some other stuff that's probably a little bit inappropriate for this. But Mads are out here. We've been insane for a while. So
and we're at a pretty inappropriate show. So the fact that you have a poster on your wall that's inappropriate enough to not talk about, I think that's interesting enough as it is. I think you might get some direct messages after that, mate.
might be like, yeah, tell us about that. It's not even that inappropriate, because all we did was put it up. We didn't make it. It was just stuff that I don't
Just
want to.
names of artists.
Yeah, it was for an event.
Yes.
And the name of the event and the name of the sister events and the name of the DJs were words we don't say. So,
Yeah, it's true.
So, you could use your imagination, guys.
Yep. We're found.
Exactly. So, I don't know. It's been pretty lit. I don't know about... How was the weather in Toronto today? It was like 19 degrees and sunny blue skies here today.
It was drizzly AF.
Ooh.
And
That
kind
sucks.
of shite, overcast. The last 3 days here have been absolute crack juice. It's been fine. It's been like between 10 to 12 degrees and sunny all day. The last 3 days, no stress.
Okay, so that's not bad.
Mm.
You guys usually get it a little better than us. So we had, I guess yesterday, this whole weekend, today and yesterday was fucking lit. We went for like a 2-hour walk today and just soaked up. I didn't know what to wear, because you know how that transition period between like
Yeah, don't be
winter and
drippy. You
spring.
can't be drippy in the shoulder
Well,
seasons. No.
No, you can be drippy, but you got to know like how hot it's going to be. But you can't trust Canada weather. So it's like, what do you actually
Always
wear?
prepare.
Always prepare for the worst, exactly. So you're always going to overdress just to be safe, and it end up being hot.
Just the wind will fuck you, mate.
The wind will fucking get you right in that dickhole. But it was beautiful here today. It was super nice. There was like we looked out of the window. We look over a park here, and there was like, was it today or yesterday? It was yesterday. No,
So
it
you
would be
went-
both days.
Was Bearman's?
Pardon?
Bearman's?
Oh, Bearman's. And apparently you were in the park.
I was
yesterday.
there as well, and you were there, but then I didn't see you guys.
No.
But I didn't know
Where
you
were
guys
you
were there. I was sat by.
We walked past the tennis courts on the inside.
So I didn't go past the. So you know where the water fountain is, as you literally cross the traffic lights.
yeah.
I was literally basically sat there.
Oh, you're over there.
Yeah, I wasn't like deep in John once.
Gotcha.
We did go on a long walk. But
Okay.
then you were like near the tennis courts, right?
We went through the tennis courts. We got like all these wicked tennis courts over there. But maybe
Yeah.
we can. I want to play this summer.
Yes.
We bought
can.
tennis rackets and balls and shit.
It's a
so-
different sign up now.
How you do it?
You go to there's a library in Dupark.
Yeah, I know the one. Yeah, you
And
have to go
then
to the library.
you have to go
That's
there
what
and sign up.
last year we just like we weren't
Yeah,
sure
because I signed up the other way, and then they were like, "No, we need to
No,
do
you
it
have to
the
do
way."
that.
I'm just
So you
like,
got to
this is
get a
stupid.
library card, so
Yeah.
then you can book the tennis court. So the library card's free, but you can't book a tennis court unless you pay for the unless you get a
yeah.
library card. So it's a whole ordeal.
Yeah.
But I'm like, this year, I'm fucking doing it.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
We fucked up a lot. And this,
Fucking Johnny McEnroe, let's go.
speaking of tennis, we watched the King Richard
It was King Richard.
last night. Yeah, it was
How was
really
that?
good. Yeah, it was really good. It was a very short period of time that it focused on. It was until Venus. She went when she was 14. She did she played against the world number one, which is that Arancha Sanchez Vicario chick or whatever at the time, and she was
Wow.
winning. And they did this shady ass, and it showed how they got there and all. Richard got beat up a bunch by like gang bangers in Compton and shit because he was just trying to get his daughters to play tennis and stuff and train them. He was like a crazy dude, like, but he's absolutely responsible for everything. It's kind of genius. And they had this shady thing where it's called icing them out. So like Venus was dominant. She won the first set and she was already winning up in the second set. So then she went off and said, "Oh, she needs to use the bathroom." And then she goes to the bathroom for like 10 minutes and it fucks up all the momentum and then allows Venus, because she was a kid, to get in her head, and then she ended up losing. Which is pretty fucked up. Otherwise, she would have beat the world number one when she was 14. That's how good they were.
Jesus.
Wow.
It's pretty crazy. It was a very good movie. It's a little harder to watch now because you can't even look at Will Smith
Can't look
in
at
the
Will Smith
face
in
and
the
be like, luckily he doesn't.
Looks
His-
like
His
I
beard's
mean,
all fucked up. And because Richard Williams was a bit of a messier dude, I guess,
Yeah.
wasn't really concerned about his appearance.
Unkept.
Pardon?
It's like it's unkept. The beard.
Exactly. So it didn't look like Will so much, so it wasn't so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get you.
But it was
I
his
couldn't-
acting was great. The girls were fantastic. The young girls who played Venus and Serena were fantastic. It had enough dudes you recognize them. Like a guy from Walking Dead was their coach. There's a few other people that I'd seen in other things that were there. They did a really great job. So it was pretty cool. Oh, Nosh got the crispy.
Crispy boy.
Get that up here.
Fucking will.
I got this.
Your label, mate. Get it in.
Yes, the green one you were telling me about. I got this one called Premier Date, or Date, I guess it's French, from this one called Bedfell. It's like a the THC drink, but this is a brewery, actual brewery. So I think they collab with the beer. I don't know. I guess it's like almost like a, I don't know, IPL kind of thing, or a light pale ale.
Okay.
It's pretty good. I've had it before, but I didn't remember it being this good.
Like,
So yeah, it's pretty solid. It's like hazy and shit. So that's pretty
Where's the
sick.
weed?
All about it. So, basically now, May 1st, we're recording this. The, weather is slightly improving here in Canada. And people seem to listen from everywhere. But in Canada, the weather sucks a significant portion of the year.
8 months.
Yep, about 8 months. And it almost feels like you're exaggerating when you're like, oh, it's going to be 8 months. And then you kind of hope
It's
that you're being a
literally-
dick, and it's literally.
It's literally 8 months of
It was
winter.
snowing when we were in
Yeah, it was-
Toronto
it was-
last
yeah.
week. So
It's a joke. It's crazy.
it's pretty fucked up. So, what do you guys, now that it's starting to get better, it looks like we're hopefully in the positive stretch from now until hopefully end of September. So May,
Yeah.
June, July, August, September might be a solid 5 months maybe of good weather. What are you guys trying to do this summer? Is there anything you're trying to make sure you guys get up to?
I'm trying to go to New York more.
Okay.
Trying to go to Toronto more.
Yep.
And I don't know. I want to play more sports, and sit on patios and eat and drink and shit. I didn't get to do that at all since
Moved
I've
out.
since
Right.
I've moved. Yeah.
No, because everything was fucking closed for
Yeah.
me since I was talking to Tiff about that last night. We're like, man, Dan didn't even, because we were walking around yesterday. And sorry, Nosha, I just wanted to say this, and then you can answer the question. We were walking yesterday, and we were walking around, and we were like, man, this is the Montreal that Dan hasn't been able to see yet. And we're like, I really hope like you just fucking go nuts this summer, hit every fucking patio, all the bars, all the parks, and just actually see, because it's starting to feel like this is the Montreal I remember from two. Because we've lost 2 summers. Like shit was okay, but it wasn't like, you know, mad people weren't comfortable. Restrictions up, down, up, down, up, down. Like I wasn't comfortable recently. Now I'm like out here, you know, we outside, bitch, you know. And we just like thought about that specifically. Like, oh, finally Dan gets to see what this city is when it's kind of come alive a bit. So I'm hoping now as it comes into June, you'll probably be they'll probably have Just for Laughs will be back, the comedy festival. You have to get some comedy shows. We went after we did Nosh, we went to some sick ones, eh?
Yeah, that was crazy. Like when Montreal really comes alive, like whenever they close off like a tiny street to have like some impromptu fucking festival or whatever, like there's always something going on, no matter what's going on. Like no matter what day of the week, there's always some shit to look forward to. Montreal's banging. I want to come to Montreal and fucking see you cunts.
You should come back before. I mean, obviously, I don't know if we've said it on here, but we're trying to move to Ontario. Hopefully by the end of the summer is our aim. Lots of factors, but that's our aim. We've been in Montreal 10 years at the end of July, so we were only supposed to move here for my immigration to go to school and to sort of get me safely into Canada and such, and you know that has been achieved. So we just enjoyed it here. It's a cool fucking city, man. This kind of feels like time for a next chapter. Decade's been good. Time for something different. But it sort of makes it, now we know that we're trying to do that. We're gonna make a list and be like, and we'll walk in today and be like, yo, we've been meaning to check that place out. Okay, cool, let's add it to the list and make sure we're gonna try and hit all the spots that we've been meaning to hit up.
There's been a whole new section of Tings that opened on the park, on next near like the Aussie Pie store.
Okay.
Oh yeah, like a whole brand new. I've tried like almost all of them.
Yeah, the crepe spot and
the crepe spot's great, and it opens till midnight every night. It's fucking sick. And
what's next door to that? It's like a dessert shop or something.
It's a Spanish like cafe sort of thing,
okay.
But they sell like actual food. I forgot what they're called. I don't know, but it's all like a whole tortilla thing. We had it yesterday. It's like weighed like a kilo. It's fucking great.
Oh, the potato tortilla,
yeah.
Spanish tortilla.
It was fucking great. It was really good. And that's when I was in the park. I ate that.
Oh, you brought that down. All right.
Yeah,
and there's like a Haitian juice spot or something next on the other side.
I was just like, what the hell's that?
Yeah. I like that. There's feeling. I don't know about Toronto, Nosh, but like here, everything went like, you know, obviously retail and any physical spaces had it pretty difficult over the last couple of years, and everything kind of went to shit. And as we were walking today, I feel like I noticed new spots coming up. There were mad people everywhere. We walked from our area up to like Little Italy and like really like checked it all out, and it was cool. It was just a really good vibe. There's just people everywhere and stuff, and I feel like it's like early days, and it wasn't even what it's going to be. They were building the patios on the street, and how they have it. It takes up like the Aveling one does, where it takes up some car spots to do all that. So I feel like it's really starting to come alive, and it's really nice to just be outside and to see everyone out here vibing and shit. Like,
I'm going to a patio next week on Saturday.
Where at? Which one?
That's because it's on my calendar. Let me check it.
Yeah, you can let me check. So then, while we look at that, Nosh, what are you looking forward to this summer? I know you're out here riding as much as possible, so I imagine that's at the top of your list.
Yeah, jumping in the forest. Just getting back into the. Well, I've already gotten really back into the fitness. I went for a ride a couple of days ago with a 4 squad. And fucking nailed it. Did some of the hardest trails ever and smashed it. So I'm feeling good as far as the fitness. So I want to get out and discover new areas of the city. Like I've gone to Richmond Hill. There's a Jefferson Forest in there. I want to ride in there. I want to go to new sections, because like I love where I'm riding in the Don Valley here. It's beautiful. There's so much variety and there's lots going on. And the beautiful trail ferries of Toronto like fucking make everything better and stuff. So yeah, I want to explore new mountain biking spots. I love showing people around the city, just riding on the concrete paths and shit like that. Just going for a cruise on the west side, you know, go to the Humber for grab some food on the west side, and I'm looking for fun bike trips. I want to go to maybe Tobermory. I've never been to all that kind of area. I want to see that shit on the peninsula, Bruce Peninsula.
I know exactly.
And then I want to go to fucking Algonquin. I want to go to I want to explore Ontario a bit more. I like to travel. but I haven't really planned for that. So like, I just want to just get back to having a regular summer that's not. I mean, like I had a fucking great past couple of summers, real spit. I didn't miss going to the places that I really didn't enjoy anyway. I had lots of good quality park times with select people, so I actually kind of had a better quality of time over the last couple of summers. But I'm looking forward to going a little further away because I wasn't going too nuts. You know what I mean? I was just sticking within my, I guess, the GTA radius, nothing too fancy. Occasionally going up to the forest there, but yeah, fucking just want to explore a bit more and just hang around with more cunts because I was been really isolated and hanging around with like minimal people because obviously COVID, bullshit. So yeah, just looking to hang with my regular mates a bit more, and the cunts I don't see that often or didn't see over COVID. I want to reconnect with everyone like that, and then I want to see you beautiful cunts, and then run around and have some beers and smoke a couple doobies.
I love it. Are you gonna get some homies and maybe like do like a cottage up in Algonquin or up in like Tobermory way or something?
That's good. Yeah, probably, dude. Yeah, that will be the plan. I'd have to get some round up the broads or whatever you call it. What I used to call that.
Rounding up the broads. Yeah.
Get the homies together and then I don't know, figure it out. Fuck.
Sick, man.
Sweet. That's definitely after that gives me the seed planted. Pause. Now I can think about it.
Good.
And map out the summer and just get it going.
Good. I love that. I love to hear it. That's beautiful. That sounds fun as fuck.
The restaurant is Bloomfield.
And to answer your fucking the Toronto thing with like the businesses and stuff during like if I may go back and answer that because for some reason I'm keeping on track today. Isn't that great?
You're doing wonderful.
So fucking a lot of the places in Toronto that did close down either made way for a completely new business that is actually thriving, or the person who owned it was able to fold the business and then start a new one and actually make it better than they had before. And that's really cool because there's actually a new new era, new wave of businesses, whether it's new actual businesses or people securing another location to extend the franchise, or people that like folded their old business and then just made a new one, or made the old one a little bit better and changed the name. There's a bunch of those I've seen, probably like 5 or 6 I could mention, but it's really cool. And there's more little small spots popping up, especially in the East End. Anyway, I haven't gone too far out to the west to see what's popping there, but I'm not around there regular enough to see the change. But in my East End bubble, man, it's really cool. A lot of restaurants have closed down for renovations because they wanted this, new chapter. Everything's finished, dust off the bullshit, on with the new, and it seems like a lot of people are pivoting really well. It's cool to be, it's cool to see. Like, for example, we went to Lazy Daisy's and got some coffees and that, and they shut down for weeks, like 5-6 weeks doing renos and shit. And so they come back with
that place was sick now.
Whole new everything. And it's fire. It was fire before, but now it's like got a different vibe. It's just really, really well done. So a lot of people have stepped their fucking game up, I think.
Interesting.
Beautiful.
So you've got a whole different...
That, like, struggled, just like folded and closed and went away, but then a lot of people are just bossed up, so it's good, man.
They actually did well. So you've got... It sounds like in Ontario, at least in Toronto, there's... Well, in comparison, apparently here, landlords don't have the incentive to fill the empty commercial space with a business. They actually get such a large tax break for not having someone that it's better for them almost to not have to deal with a tenant and just keep the shop empty. So because of that incentive, it keeps our main streets here pretty whack. And I don't know if that's a city thing or a provincial thing. It's probably a city thing. So it's like, I've noticed in the world at large, there's a lot of over time, particularly over COVID as well, like there's a lot of incentives for people to do the wrong thing. And that's why people continue to do that. Or to do like, not maybe the wrong thing, but like the non-productive thing, or to not really get a positive result. It's interesting. It seems to be the way of the world, and that in and of itself is fucking it up. And I think that's dope that you're seeing that sort of growth, because we're not seeing like that here. So I love to hear that.
Cool.
So Dan, you're going to this place. Is it on Bloomfield?
It's in Van Horn.
Oh, Van Horn, yeah. Van Horn. And Van Horn and Bloomfield, probably, because it's a street.
Oh, okay. Let me check.
It's in Outremont. It's a brunch spot.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's probably on the corner.
Oh yeah. Cool.
It looks familiar as fuck. It looks lit.
Yeah, it looks cool. It looks it's a little,
Dan being
little,
out here.
Little pretty place, isn't it?
All right. Is that
Yeah.
Look at that.
It's a nice little TikTok there.
All right, nice little look at that.
Yeah,
Everyone's on TikTok. Make sure you follow the squad. Notion Baby, CTMF, Dan Johnson. You know, get all the squad. That looks dope, man. So summer, hopefully, it'll be lit for everybody.
Oh yeah, and I want to get fat for the summer.
You want to get fat?
3K calories every day.
So you just want to get fat specifically?
Well, I just want to gain weight. You know, I want to.
Come on, mate. Let's get that healthy weight. Get on the bike, climb some hills, get some legs and bum. Let's go.
You can't.
Like it.
You lose too much weight. And plus, every time I bike ride, my ass hurts. Pause.
You got to eat lots. You got to not get used to the hard ass pause. You know what
I mean?
Speaking of pause, we thought there's some really yes. So can you show me play the UFC? Apparently look, we know it's stupid to think pause is funny. I'm sorry, we're children at heart. It's just fucking so funny.
We're from an older school and we're just fucking dildos.
We're idiots. So some UFC dude was doing a press conference.
He actually tweeted it himself.
Oh, he tweeted it and did love.
Go one.
Okay, what's his name?
Aljamain Sterling.
Okay, so see if we should be able to pick it up if you play this loud.
I'm just on cloud nine right now. I'm tired of all this hype. Everyone talking about PDR's the greatest guy, and you better win your fight because I'm coming on your ass, boy. I'm coming for that ass. Pause.
Bless you.
Boy, if you don't.
Honestly,
I love it.
That is a brilliant pause, and my favorite thing now is athletes pausing. So I remembered the other night, I think I did see that. So that I didn't know who he was, but that's fucking awesome. And I was telling Tiff about it. Yo, did you see the James Harden pause one? And she hadn't seen it, so I checked it on Twitter and it was still there. So this is one of my favorites. Can you hear that?
Not really.
Well, you can put it on my laptop.
Can you play? Yeah.
You can airdrop it to me.
Okay, so basically I can't airdrop it.
Press share via.
Oh, and then I'll do it from that. Oh, there you go. So, this one though, to describe it, Dan will play it loud, but it's a press conference. One dude is talking about. He said, "Bring the energy from the tip to the end." And then James, the best part about it is James Harden sitting. He's already kind of like just looking at the mic. He's
smirking.
And it's even better. He's already kind of like looking down a little bit, and as soon as he said tip to the end, he moves his head down like on an angle and looks down and then goes, pause. And then it goes to the guy next, and the guy next to him is laughing, covering his face, and then it pans back to him and he's smirking. It's so good. So play this one.
Here we go.
Dude, it's the best. You can't hear it again, eh? There's a real subtle pause. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to text it to you, Nosh, so then you can just watch it live on your side and play it there.
Put the link in the description for the kids so they can hear it as well.
Oh, yeah, I can do that. I just texted it. And then there's a second one. I'm going to text you. I'm going to airdrop you this one. So this was the second one that I found. So James Harden there's the three kings of pausing. What's this? I sent it to myself. I'm like, what am I, a boomer? Do you know why? It's because I went and I hit the wrong.
Oh yeah.
Chris Paul's like, classic. So good.
It's so good. Okay, so then this is the next one. I'm gonna text this to you as well.
James Harden is holding his boy the fuck down right there. It's so funny.
So this one's even
Chris Paul's.
Yes, he's like covering his face. So this is the same guy. I think it's Joel Embiid.
And
then James Harden's sitting there, and this one
he's so funny, man.
He's wearing like a green, fluffy, like. Turn it up, Nosh.
I'm bringing it back.
We were just in sync. We were focused. From the tip. We played physical. We were all over them.
What's his face?
Why are you laughing? Yeah, but we were, like I said, we were in sync. And we just did what we had to.
He crosses his arms.
my bad. All right.
Well, Scott, you cracking up?
Nah.
No, he's like, no.
Yeah, he's like, what's funny? Why are you cracking up? The reporter.
It's like Smokey from Friday. He's like,
yeah, no. Doesn't he look like?
What's he got on my drink, homie? No.
Doesn't he look like fucking the dude from For Your Entertainment, like Jay or Trey? Like, I feel like in the way that he's got the beard with the shit sunglasses, he's got like the
and the fluffy jacket.
Yeah, he's just like, I don't know. James Harden's my new fave, bro. Like, and he wears Yeezys. He's friends with Kanye too.
Funny.
I've seen him wear the 450s before.
Yeah, the 450 Cloud Whites. That was the first time I saw him on feet. To be honest, that was seeing that photo made me buy the that. So anyway, those are some very very funny pause videos. I can put them in the description if Matt's
we should do like a pause compilation video.
Well,
chuck it on YouTube.
That'd be actually pretty dope.
There probably is one. We should just YouTube that and
have like public pauses.
Yeah, there should be. Oh my gosh.
We'd have to do the thing where I share the screen and we're playing it live or something. So
fucking do it.
We would talk about. I had something else I was going to mention. So the pause compilation. Excuse me, James Harden Yeezys. So I discovered when I was in Ontario a couple weeks ago. I discovered a YouTube channel called Rose Anvil, and it's this dude who I think he's like a leather worker, and he does makes or fixes shoes or whatever. So hence like Anvil, you know, like he's leather. So what he does is dissect.
Is he a shoesmith?
I think that's called. Is that called a cobbler? Is that what those motherfuckers are called?
Yeah. I that definitely was not being correct.
Smith is completely makes sense. I don't know exactly what this guy does, but what he does is he cuts them down the middle and then splits them open to see what they're made of. So in April he called it Yapril and did one per week, and he cut open a 350, 700. So he cut open the Beluga Reflectives, he cut open the Wave Runners, he cut open the Desert Boot, and he did the 450 Cloud Whites. So it was fascinating to see. It like hurt my heart to see him, because what he does everything to see what everything's made of.
On a circular saw, just like splits it fully in half.
Not a circular saw, but like the vertical blade where they cut the oxtail when you buy oxtail at the butcher, and you go. You hold it. The saw is just there, but you hold the thing you're cutting.
Jigsaw.
Is that called a jigsaw? A vertical saw or something. So he has a knife or a razor knife thing, and he'll pick them apart. And he'll be like, all right, let me see what this is. Okay, this is suede. Oh, underneath, there's a lining. Okay, cool. And he'll get a lighter. It's cool. Let's do the flame test. And he'll do a flame test and see. He goes, if it melts, that means it's synthetic, and it goes into little speckles. It's like that. He goes, you can tell by the smell. He goes, cool. So that's like fake material. He does a thing called a fog test where they get a smoke machine, put the smoke machine so it's airtight at the top of the shoe, and blow the smoke to see how much air will get in, like how much it protects from things. They do a water test. They do like a sand test where they'll put sand all over it to see where it goes. Yeah, it's Rose Anvil. It's phenomenal, and it was like it's hard because he's like they're expensive videos for him to make because they're not sending him the Yeezys. He's got to get them.
Shoes are fucking bro.
Yeah. So he's got like almost 500K, and he said when he hits 500K, he'll do like a crowdsourced Yeezy to cut open whoever he'll let the audience decide which Yeezy that he does next because he's done all those ones. But it's really interesting, and what he ends up saying, he's like, is it worth the money that they charge? And it seems to be all the time the Yeezys are not, but he's like, it's hype and Kanye and stuff. Why are you paying what you pay? But he has this little thing where he'll measure it's like a little digital, like a clampy thing, and he'll go, okay, how high is this? How much boost is there in the heel? And it's like, okay, 1 point something inches of boost in the 350 heel down to the toe. How much is there? He compares the 700 to see how much. There's a thing called a durometer or something, which measures how hard something is. Pause. And you put it up to it.
Intake?
Well, it's sort of like on a numeric scale. Like it'd be like, this is 60.2. That's how hard it is. I don't know what it means, but you put the thing against it, and maybe it has like a little thing that pushes and sees how much the resistance it gets. Like there's all these different stuff, and he's like measuring all this. It's really fascinating to see what it's like, and it's cool for the hype shoes and stuff. Yeah, it's really interesting. That's something I found that was pretty fun. And speaking of these funny videos, there's another one that Dan found the other day making fun of.
Nosh found this one, I think.
Oh, Nosh found it.
Nosh found this
I'm
one.
sorry. Was his Nosh the Aussie?
The Aussie music.
If it's
tag.
yeah, do you want to explain it, Dan, and then play it? It's so funny.
So
It's just
I don't know if it's every genre, but in hip hop especially, you have producer tags. So like Metro Boomin's got one. Every fucking
Murder on the Beats.
Murder, yeah.
London on the Track.
Yeah, they all have one. And there was this video this Aussie guy made saying if Australian music had producer tags, then we can play it. Let me refresh it so we can get from the start.
Yeah, get from the rip.
There we go.
All right.
Fuck me dead, Johnno. You've gone and made another tune, you fucking sick cunt. I'm eating Vegemite and I'm feeling alright. Fuck me dead, Johnno. You've gone and made...
Play one more time. Fuck me
sick
dead.
cunt. I'm eating Vegemite and I'm feeling alright.
Oh.
Fuck me dead, Johnno. You've gone and made another tune, you fucking sick cunt. I'm eating Vegemite and I'm feeling alright.
So we need to make one for Notion now.
Yes.
We have to, dude. We have to. Like,
I've always wanted to do one for
this
you.
This guy's on Instagram. His handle is Ginger Package.
Yes.
His name's Hugh Roberson. He's a comedian from Canberra, and he's born and raised in Melbourne. And he's just like, I found out from that one reel, I guess, which is a TikTok. I shared it to all the squad, and it's. The cunt's piss funny, mate. He doesn't have a huge... I mean, he's got a few hundred posts, but, like,
He's
Jesus
doing good.
Christ, that one is the absolute winner.
Fuck me dead, Johnno. So, I don't know, we need, like...
Fuck me dead, Johnno. So, fun story, fun sidestep to that.
Yeah.
Our mum's mate sent me a DM on Instagram. She's like, oh, this is so funny. My dog's name's Johnno.
Is that the episode name?
Your dog's Johnno. Yo.
My dog's name's Johnno.
Johnno.
Me dog's name, Johnno.
Sake.
I love it.
Oh, so goddamn good. So yeah, let's call her Auntie Felicity.
Yeah, Shasta. I knew that would be Felicity.
Yeah, exactly.
She's
Very
hilarious.
funny, mate.
Fuck me
Dog's
dead,
name's
Johnno. You've
Well,
gone
that's
and
what
done
they
it
love.
again. I don't know. Sick
Cunt.
cunt.
It's like, it's kind of aggressive. It says cunt wrong. That's not the way to say it. It's not the way to deliver
Nah,
it.
it's way better.
It's
The
very-
aggressive way is the best.
You're fucking sick cunt. Like,
So what are we gonna do?
Hey.
Like, whoa. So what's the Notion tag gonna be, boys?
Oh shit. Okay, let's make it up on the spot.
There we
We
go.
have to use it.
Here we go.
I think I came up with a couple ideas, no, in the chat.
Did you?
I don't know if they were like fire enough though. They were like-
well, just fire them off, and we'll see what the laugh meter says.
I think I said, okay, this is scrolling. I guess we're talking a bunch of shit. Oh, we started talking about the Rorschach beers. Shasta Rorschach.
It's a nose beat, you dickhead.
Yeah. Notion on the beat, you dickhead. That's a great one. Where did we talk about
Dickhead's
this?
funny. Fuck, man.
Oh, it must have been on
Dickhead's
Instagram.
so underrated as a fucking... as a-
Dickhead is phenomenal. I agree. I really think whenever someone calls someone a dickhead, I'm like, wow, that is just money.
It's like beyond an idiot. It's like, I like how English chaps or lads use it. Like fuck off, and there's a big pause. Like dickhead. It's the full stop in the insult. It's like
The pausing is what makes it.
there's always a big stall of silence, and then dickhead. Like that makes me laugh so much. Like I've seen it in Top Boy, and like and when I've watched some English football documentaries where they're talking about the punch-ons and the rivalries and stuff, and it's like they say dickhead, super well placed dickheads. I'm sure, Dan, you've got a whole bunch of them to tell us about.
Yeah, we know. Yeah, you just explained it perfectly.
It's all situational, but like it's really it's an exclamation, but it's a full stop. It's like fucking.
Do you know what? I feel like it
Anyway,
used to be a kiddie insult. Like, as in, like, you call someone a dickhead, you did that when you were, like, 10. But, like, for some reason, it's, like, it's really funny now. Like, it means something, it's just, like, it's really funny. Like, you fucking dickhead. Because you can say it in, like, if you say something.
In a funny way.
Yeah, in a funny way. Like, no, you dickhead. But, like, you could. I feel like it's like, if you're actually, like, you can say, you fucking dickhead, what are you doing? I don't know if I could, like. If I want to fight someone, which I don't ever, but like say if I'm actually aggressively yelling at someone and I mean it, would I call them a dickhead? Because I'd probably laugh. I don't know if I'd be able to stop.
Okay, see it through.
Yeah, because I don't know if I'd stop. I'd be like, you fucking dickhead. I'd say it real mad. I'd laugh at myself. But yeah, sorry, you are a dickhead though, man.
Yeah, sorry, you're actually an idiot.
Like, you're actually a fucking... You're a tosspot, mate. Fuck.
Tosspot. I like Tosspot.
Tosspot's good, huh?
Tosspot's sick. Tosspot's sick.
Tosspot's a good one.
That's
Yeah.
Tosspot's
primary
sick.
school. I mean, sorry, high school for me. Tosspot's
yeah.
piss funny.
Do you guys say that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm not like seriously.
No more.
Nah.
Tosspot.
Tosspot, Tosser.
Tosser's a good...
Tosser's a
Tosser's
great
a-
one.
They don't really say wanker here, do they?
No, there's no.
Nah.
There's no wanker.
They know what it means. When you say wanker, they fully know, but it's like, it's not common.
And it's not that... Yeah, I guess it's not like... You wouldn't say it's someone... It can mean funny or serious, I guess.
I've
kind
never
of
heard anyone say the word wanker, like seriously. Only in like football. Like in football, everyone screams the referee's a wanker all the time. But that's about it.
They
That's
do that
it.
in Aussie rules too,
Of course. Makes sense.
which is pretty funny.
Makes sense.
I love it. Okay, that was great. Just wanted to make sure we got that in. I only got a couple. There was basically fuck all things really happening. These are all pretty silly right now. So Pete Davidson, the crazy cunt, went and got a tattoo. All right. So what? There's the Met Gala tonight, I believe, and
Was that
they.
tonight?
Oh,
I think so. And they went.
Fuck, eh?
Yeah, Kimbo and Uncle Skete. Kimbo and Skete. You know.
Kimbo
Went-
and Skete, mate.
No,
Kimbo
went
and
down.
Davo.
Yeah.
Mate.
Oh, fucking
Fucking time.
what would we call Pete? I'll be our
Going
pointer.
up lines with Dunnies and fucking finger me
Oh,
in
mate.
the cupboard in the hallway. Like,
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
sweet as,
Love a good digit, mate. Love a good dig. Slip him a dig, mate. Yeah. No, they went out there, and then the other thing they saw in his neck, he had a tat, and it was K, obviously for Kim, N, North, S, Saint, C, Chicago, and P for Psalm. So, like, he had just those 5 initials or whatever it is on his neck. And it's a little, you know, I feel like Kanye's going to feel away. Kanye is not going to be...
Gonna get him gurked still.
I mean, I feel like that's a lot, bro.
Right,
Like, because now, before he wasn't even supposed to meet them, and now he's tattooing their, like, that initial. And really, God, he's got the worst tats in the world.
Yeah, they're trash. They're as bad as Adam Levine's tattoos.
Yeah, Adam Levine's horrible.
Looks like he just went to the tattoo shop and was like, "Oi, do something on me, cunt."
Yeah, just like go for it. Like 6 cunts, like, all right, sweet. So it's
Wow.
very strange. It's going to be interesting. I imagine that they've probably talked and said, Kanye, stop reacting publicly to all this. It's not okay. So, you know, maybe that's why. But I would like to know what he thinks. I'm sure he's infuriated.
Mm-hmm.
So that's that only news there that we could find. So some very, very serious news. They've apparently removed the dick veins on Snickers bars.
Yeah.
It's just
What
I
a
don't
shocking piece of news that is.
like.
Don't fuck with my chocolate, bro. What the fuck's wrong with you?
Doesn't that dick vein though? I mean, as funny as it is to call it a dick vein, doesn't it? Like, oh, what does it say? Snickers addresses speculation it's removing iconic veins after picture of smooth chocolate bar sparks outrage. So, okay, we're not being ridiculous.
Hmm.
And this is on 7 News in Australia.
Oh my god.
Truth.
So they bought a Snickers bar and it was completely smooth. So if you look at a smooth chocolate bar, you know, Snickers and Mars bar.
Yeah.
Sorry, dude.
Was it an accident?
Maybe it does say. I'm just scanning the
Was it
article.
one off?
So I'm looking at
Outrage.
the.
We want vein. Come on, boys.
We want the dick vein. So this is right now someone eating it there. It looks like it's in Australia. Oh, okay. Twitter user. Oh, they think Snickers have gone woke and removed the phallic veins.
No,
And
mate.
Snickers says, good news. Contrary to what's trending on Twitter, the veins remain. So
Oh, the vein remains.
Yeah. Gang.
Yeah.
no, I'm gonna give it one of these.
Oh.
And then one of them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
vibes.
perfect. What a combo that is.
Wow. Someone's responded. God, I hate cuts. Chocolate arteries would be more accurate. Veins return depleted blood to the heart. Arteries infuse the good blood throughout the body. Keep the arteries in Snickers. The medical community is with you. You fucking
Get
loser.
the fuck out of here.
It's a
cunt.
dick vein. No one cares if it's an artery. Shut up, you fucking idiot. Dickhead.
Oh.
Now that is how it's done.
That's
right
a duffer of the week, right there.
Duffer of the week.
Duffer of the week, right?
So look,
Oh my God,
at least
segment duffer of the week.
Duffer of the week. Okay, we could do that. Or shit kind of the week. Oh no, what did I
Oh,
do?
it's the same thing.
I ruined the outside of the thing here. If I pull it there, oh shit, mate. I will just no, it's not fixed yet. Oh shit. There it is.
There you go.
Hang on.
That's
Oops.
all right. Oh,
Can you?
Go on, son. Go on, son.
Go on, son.
Did I got it? Did I get it?
That's fine.
Oh, I got it now.
That's
Okay,
good.
I don't know what I did. I fucked it up. So there's that. Now the dick veins. Everyone feels good because dick veins are staying.
We want the dick veins to stay. Because companies could be like taking away, like, you know, they you know how they shave off grams of their products so they can make more money and shit over time. If they did that, if they took away the dick veins, they'd be taking away chocolate, and that's taking chocolate out of my fucking mouth, you cheeky cunts.
You pricks. Don't you even dare, Snickers.
Day.
I feel like that dick vein is like a structure, like a load-bearing
Iconic.
pause. Well, like,
Load bearing.
you know what I mean? Like a load-bearing vein. Like they need that vein there to like. I feel like it's structural. It's a part of the actual bar pause.
Holds the caramel and the nougat in there, bro.
It's
Holds the
just
whole thing together.
it's just really important, and I'm glad that it's not going anywhere. So it's
And the
culturally
nuts.
significant. And the what? And the nuts. Pause. Yes.
The nut.
Perfect. So there's that. Everyone feels good. So last week I was shitting on. See, look, now this has gone too high. Look, gotta move it down.
There you go.
Oh, there we go. Got it.
You're good, mate.
How's that?
So
All right.
last,
Yeah, it's good.
That's okay.
Oh,
So,
there we go.
sorry. I was shitting on Drink Champs last week because of Nori's terrible questions to Snoop. Nori redeemed himself. They actually went to LA for that episode, so they must be doing a run. They got Cypress Hill that I'm listening to right now, and it's one of the best Drink Champs episodes I've heard in fucking forever because Nori did not interrupt them for the most part. He let them say, you know how he'll ask a question, they'll answer it, and there's so many follow-on questions to keep going in that train of thought. He'll just change the topic immediately, and it's really it's weird. But he let them tell the stories, and because they got to all, and it was all four of them too, like Be Real, Sen, Muggs, and Bobo. So they got to actually talk about how they got started, how the name came up, how they started touring, who put them on, how they stole Muggs from Beastie Boys, blah blah blah, and
That's great.
yeah, it's a really really interesting episode. I've just enjoyed hearing them talk. They're really smart dudes. It's just super. It's cool for one, and even they explained QuickTime to Slide, which we're going to do some of that today, really well for once. And it just everything didn't feel like shambles for the first episode ever. It didn't feel messy. It was.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and I was like, this is what the show should be because it works. The messy stuff is just annoying to listen to. It's a challenge. It's work as opposed to just enjoying the shit. So, want to shout them out for that one because that was a fun episode. We didn't talk about the new music yet. Let me just bring that up and then we can move on to the future albums. So, the new stuff that came out, I didn't really listen to.
I don't know anyone else. Kehlani,
So
Russ.
Russ dropped a like an EP called "If Not Now When" with 4 tracks. It was very mid. Didn't love it. Obviously, we'll talk about this in the second future. I Never Liked You. I don't know.
And Cassie Veggies.
Casey Veggies. Yeah. Okay. Bronson released his El Crocodillo Turbo. Who Shies to You is some dude in jail. I know him from. Blue and Fat Lip from Farside. Did a collab album, Live from the End of the World, Volume 1. Nothing else very interesting there. And then if I look at the singles, it seems it's like been a week, last week. Okay, Giveon dropped a song called Lie Again. I'd be interested to hear
Little
that.
Baby drops.
Yeah, Lil Baby did a song called Frozen.
Guap Dad, isn't he from Dreamville?
I don't know if he's from Dreamville, is he?
Is he?
I didn't think he was. I thought he was some dude. Oh, Bieber and John Tolliver, of course. The God did a song called Honest. They dropped a video.
Nice.
I didn't see the video, to be honest. I need to check it, but the song is dope. What else we got? IDK, Denzel Curry, and Kate Renata. Dog food? Okay. That sounds fun.
Real fun.
Yeah, I know. Fucking great. So they not the like the. I'm just scanning this list. There's not really that much. It's actually kind of interesting. Like it's been a few really fucking weak ass weeks.
Yeah.
So the Future album we all listened to since we had the big conversation last week about his GQ thing and whether he's
The greatest
rapper alive. I listened to probably half the album. I would say maybe a little more. What did you guys think? Maybe
I loved it.
You start with you since you're the fan.
Yeah, I loved it. It was great.
Yeah,
it was great. It was just it's toxic future, you know. Just he raps about heartbreak and then raps about breaking girls' hearts, you know. That's just what he does.
That's what he does.
Just him doing this little singing thing. Some of the rap songs, some of them got songs with Drake. Yeah, no, it's cool, and I like the album cover. It's sick. The album's called I Never Liked You. It just sums them up really. But like, yeah, it was sick. I liked it a lot. Some cool features as well. Drake, Kanye West, Ghana, Young Thug, Thames. But yeah, sick. I liked it a lot.
All right, as expected.
As expected, yes.
What did you think, Nosh, since you listened to the whole thing right before we went on?
Yep. Unfortunately, I went through all 16 tracks, and it was as disappointing as I expected.
Okay.
Like the example of of what we've always talked about whenever it's come up about the lacking in the substance and the quality of the lyricism and the wordplay and everything about it. It's just like it's the song Gold Stacks pretty much sums up how shit he can actually be. Other than that, like the songs with the features were kind of cool. The Kanye one was okay. It was probably probably one of the better feature ones. The song "Wait for You" with Drake and Thames, that was fire. "Wait for You" and "Love You Better," I think, were the most substance I've ever heard Future have on a track, and he wasn't even really on them too much. And the other ones were like honestly just really, really subpar. And I don't know, the beats were crazy. The mixing was interesting. Some tracks there was a lot of separation between the vocals and the instrumentation or the main part of the sample or whatever was used in it. It's like interesting that some were, cohesive and others were like way away. I just always think of that when I listen to shit. So overall, I'll give it it's okay. Like I like 3 songs on it. So yeah, it was interesting. Some songs were fucking horrendous and others were very good. So 3 out of 10. What do you mean? 3.5?
Strong 3, light 3.
Yeah, I don't know, but like I find it very hard to listen to him in general. So the fact that I listened to the entire album, you're welcome, everybody. And Dan
did a service.
It means he liked it. Really.
Well, it means I listened to it enough to be like, yeah, but I did skip the songs that pissed me off. I'll get like a minute into it. It's like, no, this is very repetitive and drony. And
maybe you're listening to it for the wrong reasons. Maybe
I want
you're
good
listening
quality
to
music
lyrics.
and substance. I don't want to there was a lot of negative context and like topics and themes and stuff. Like it's not the kind of vibes I want to listen to now. It's just not what I want. It's negative and it's repetitive, and half the time he's so heavily auto-tuned and drawly you can't even understand what he's saying. So I guess the point of his music is not even to hear what he's saying; it's just to listen to the vibe and like go away with it and give you shit face and fuck around with it. So there's no time for quality musicianship in any way, and that's fine. But it's like it's just disappointing because I think he could be really good. Because on those 2 tracks that I mentioned that were really good, the fucking "Wait for You" and "Love You Better." If he did a whole album of maybe 10, 12 tracks like that, he'd be in the conversation for a dope artist. Otherwise, no. But it was cool not to listen to it. The production was very interesting. Give me some ideas for some shit. It was worth it. So, yeah,
Vibes,
there you go.
Vibes.
Any pushback on that? Pause.
I don't mean to shit on him so much. I don't mean to. I don't even know if I was mean there. I can't remember. But like, I don't want to be a cunt because that's just off the cuff how I genuinely feel. I don't want to be mean. If that's mean, then whatever. It's just I want him to be better, and I know he can be.
That's on Team Navadius. Okay. No pushback.
Well, we're the same age. He's fucking like
83.
12 days younger than me. So it's
you're
like
basically
I want him
twins.
to be sick. I know he can be dope because I'm a dope cunt and he can be dope too. He's obviously dope because he's made $1 million, billion, skajillion dollars, but he needs to be dope in his music too. And he's 2 out of 10 for his shoot and score.
I respect it.
Anyway,
I thought that was a fair criticism. Yeah.
Fair.
No thoughts? Do you want to
I just
reply?
listen to him for vibes.
Okay.
I don't care what he says on
It's
the
about
track.
vibes.
I just listen
well,
to
I
vibes.
care what artists say. That's why I listen to cunts. That's the part I think I have the biggest problem with.
Word.
Because if I went into it with like, oh, I like beats better than lyrics, then I'd be like way more happy with Future. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
But I think I value lyrics and poetry and lyricism a little too much, and that's the problem.
I hear you.
Not a problem, but that's like that already.
That's the
Makes
blocker,
him not-
basically.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
I'm
I
glad
get
we're
it.
fleshing this out. You know, this
Makes
is
sense.
helpful.
Get to the
It's
bottom of
helpful to me. This
It
might be
makes
helpful
sense.
to somebody that has no idea about hip hop or Future that's listening, and that's actually kind of cool because I'm figuring it out. If I even like the cunt, I'm still listening just to make sure. Like, I'm just like trying to figure out how to accurately talk about him because I don't want to be like, oh, he's shit, and then you can't say why. That's just that you're a cunt if you just do that. So I'm trying to figure out exactly if someone goes, hey, why don't you like this cunt? I'm like, well, giving him lots of time and it's A, B, C, D, E, F, and G, or not even that. But I want to have a calculated opinion. Otherwise, I'm just a cunt because I don't want to be a cunt, man.
That's fair.
What do you think?
I kind of agree with Brad for the most part. I didn't hate it. There were songs that, like, the Keep It Burning, just so, by the way, the Kanye song was from Donda 2, and they took it, and then that's the single with the video, and they changed some stuff in it.
Yeah.
So that song slaps. I agree that the Wait For You with Thames and Drake. Is Thames, it sounded like she was a sample on that as opposed to featuring.
Yeah, I don't know.
That could have just been the
weird.
mixing, though.
That was weird.
That song's super cool.
So great,
That's
yeah.
singing Drake. The other song I'm on one with Drake is the aggressive trappy Drake. Didn't feel
It's not
that
as good
much.
as Wait For You.
Yeah, and I just skimmed through some of the other songs. Yeah, it's fine. Like, it's fine. I wouldn't go back. I wouldn't listen to it again.
No.
I get it. It's what I expected. And then there was those other joints. Like, there's probably 3 joints that were super cool. I think at the end of the day, though, that Nosh nailed it. That it's just not really for what we're looking for out of music. Like, if I'm out somewhere and they're playing it, I wouldn't really be mad at it because I'm not really paying attention or
Because
whatever.
the beats are good, the production's decent. It's always going to get you nodding. But I think in that sort of club setting, you're not even there to listen to it for the lyrics. You're there to hang with the homies and do whatever. But yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So it has its place, is all, and it's not for us, but it's definitely not like it's by no means shit. That's what you realize. It's just a lot of stuff.
Exactly.
It's not for
not
us.
shit.
It's not for us. That's all. So it's definitely worth because this was worth listening to just for the conversation about since we had the big talk last week about it, which was funny.
Yeah, because most future stuff I miss anyway. So this actually was the first time I sat down and gave him like a lot of time.
Yeah, same. I don't think I'd listened to a full. I listened to Dirty Sprite 2, whatever it was. 10 years ago or whatever the fuck that was?
2015.
2015. Oh, 10. Okay, maybe not then. I listened to that all the way through because that's why I was trying to understand it, and I really hate. Back then, I was mad at it still, so I really hated it.
You're mad. That's so funny.
So like unnecessarily aggressive about it, but now I understand it more. I think that was right before you and me did these 2 songs. One song was called Wrecked and one was called Still the Kid. That we got this trap beat, and it was one of the first trap beats that we'd rapped over, and it made me appreciate writing the flows and understanding what it is. And it was cool. They were fun to rap over. I'm like, okay, cool. So then like we had the single, the video I Got Next out now. Check out the video on this channel. And but let me give that a little the vibes.
Yeah,
And
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so it's fun to start to understand it more and understand what this type of music is. But yeah, I think it's not really for us. But I'm getting over the years, I just got less and less mad at it and just realized it's cool. It's just for the kids. Man to be out here vibing. So, speaking of us listening to new music for Dan been listening to shit of the old music.
Yes.
So, what did we leave you with last week? Oh, one of them was Music Soul Chart. I just want to sing.
Yes. The other one was Things Fall Apart.
Yep.
The other one was Iron Man.
It was Iron Man from Ghostface.
Yes.
Did you get time to check them?
Yes, so I checked out all of them.
Okay, thoughts?
Out of all of them, obviously they're all pretty different from each other. My favorite was the Music Soul Child.
That was
I
cool,
just
right?
want to sing. Yeah. that
Did
was
you
so
know
sick.
some of the joints?
No, I actually don't know any of
You
them.
never heard Just
Never-
Friends?
No, I never heard any of it.
You never heard that, eh?
Great, no.
Interesting.
It's crazy. Iron Man was sick, but it started off Iron Maiden, like, up here, and everything else was just like, nah. It was alright. Like, it was nothing was shit. It was just alright. But
Okay.
Iron Maiden is sick.
Oh, when you say I Made It, what do you mean?
The intro track.
Oh, the first song.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, the intro, the first
Did
song.
you like Daytona 500 was the single?
Oh yeah.
It's alright. Like, it's cool.
Yeah, the bass line's great. So,
So, like, yeah,
Okay.
I think Iron Maiden was my favorite.
was the joint. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm going to
it's
go
sick.
back and check that
See,
one.
these men are all, like, they love... When I heard them rapping about, like, Tony Stark, Iron Man and shit, I was like, are they actually referring to Marvel? Like, actually?
This is way before the movies, so
But
they
then,
all
yeah,
have
it'll
AKAs.
be it'll be like comic book shit now, because this
Yeah.
is about Iron Man, Iron Maiden, Marvel. It's got tunes
Yeah.
referring
So it's all from-
to these people. So I was like, oh, they actually are
Yeah.
speaking about them.
Yeah,
So-
that's what his like AKA is. Ghostface is AKA Tony Stark. So
oh,
Yeah.
okay.
and they all have
That makes sense now.
if you would have heard them, they say it all on Cuban links, like before at the beginning of the song. Sometimes it'd be like Tony Starks or whatever. He's like,
Oh, so they just like Marvel.
yeah,
Which is interesting. Yeah, I've heard on one of Jizz's songs, it's like an interview, it's like, Tony Stark's on line 1. Like, and he was just like giving the phone to someone. It was really weird.
would have been Ghost.
Yeah.
Okay,
I was very confused. Things Fall Apart by
Yeah,
the Roots.
get your motherfucking message.
Yeah, that's literally it. Yeah, Things Fall Apart from the Roots. It was alright. It was
Yeah.
cool. It was just cool. It wasn't as good as what's that one?
oh, Philadelphia.
Illadelph Half-Life. Yeah, it wasn't
Okay.
as good as that. Illadelph Half-Life is sick.
Yeah.
Like, Things Fall Apart is alright.
Okay,
It was cool.
that was the one with You Got Me, right? Yeah, You Got Me.
Yes,
Track
yes,
15
yes,
there.
yes,
Okay,
yes. But yeah, the album as a whole is alright.
Okay,
It's not as good as the other ones Thomas listened to.
perfect.
So, but yeah,
Okay,
It's
cool.
cool. It's cool.
So I'll give you like 3, it's like 2 hip hop and 1 R&B for the next week. So
Mhm.
the first one, because of listening to Cypress Hill on Drink Champs, I was thinking the album's called Black Sunday. That was the album that Nosh bought in like 1993 when that shit dropped. We used to listen to I Want to Get High and Hits from the Bong in the car with Mom. I don't know why they let us play that shit. But yeah, that's him. So this album, you would have to know. That's not Insane in the Brain. Everyone would know that one.
oh yeah, I know that tune.
You'd know Ain't Gonna Act Like That probably. It's pretty weird. It's a weird album. But,
I know Cypress Hill weird in general, but like
but it's cool. I really like that.
Yeah.
The album's a classic. So that would be one. The other one I would like to do is D'Angelo Brown Sugar. Have you heard that?
some of it,
Okay.
not all of it. Like no, I couldn't name you. Like,
Okay. Yeah, the first one. So I think that'd be good. That's Neo Soul. So Nosh chose also Neo Soul with music. I think music SoundCloud's probably a little closer to R&B.
Why has the
Yeah.
album got 10 songs and the deluxe has 31 songs?
Oh, the deluxe has probably got like live
Remixes.
remixes, exactly.
Ah,
So you could listen to them, but you could just do the first 10 songs. It's fine.
okay.
There's only 10. Is it 10?
Yeah, it's 10. It's 10 on the original.
And then Brown Sugar. Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
Capella. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is, in my opinion, it's got to be one of the greatest albums of all time. It's just fucking insane.
Absolutely.
So that would be my, and then Nosha, you can suggest a hip hop album, like a total different vibe. Maybe we keep him in the conscious zone, because we've given Dan the roots and we're going through.
Okay, got one.
Yeah, go.
Common B.
So that's from 2005. This is significantly newer than anything else.
Oh,
that,
that's
that's
to
okay.
go-
That's okay. No. I think this is a great one too because I think it's in the vibe. So this is. Are you familiar with this?
Yeah,
album?
yeah, I've listened to. Let me just see. Let me see.
Okay, so should I pick something else?
No, I'd like to listen to it now because I have my reservations with Common.
Yes.
I don't know if I think he's sick or if I think he's boring.
Yeah, I can see
Yeah,
that.
I've listened to some of his tunes. Like Darren used to play Common a lot when I was younger, and like I thought Common was sick, but now I'm listening to some of the tunes now, and I'm just like, I don't know if I rate him or if he's actually as good as people say.
I think that's totally fair.
Yeah.
So with this album, this was a good year because in 05, documentary from The Game dropped, and that had a lot of soulful kind of banging beats as well. And this is completely produced by Kanye.
Nice.
So that's why this one is sick. And I understand your reservations about Common. I mean, I guess we got into him around his third album. What was that one called again? Fuck.
There you go.
I can't believe I'm having a blank. So, like, Water for Chocolate was the bigger one, which was the classic. This one, One Day It'll All Make Sense. There you go.
Oh yeah.
And then I went back and bought the older ones, but like Electric Circus was the Erykah Badu era where he went weird, and then he came back with the beanie with the brims. I used to wear them bitches because of Common. With B, I think B is easily that one, and then these two will come back to them later. Like Water for Chocolate and One Day It'll Make Sense. Very, very great albums. But like any new Common music, I feel you. I think it gets. This was his Dilla album. Great fucking album. Super like Bilal and that shit. I think Dilla produced basically all of it. The Light was off this one. Yeah, man. Cold Blooded. Man, this album's fucking sick. One of my favorite songs of all time, a song for Asada with CeeLo. Beautiful. About Asada Shakur and like how she
That's huge.
left. It's fucking crazy. This is what Common was good. This is like, but now the thing with Common, he rhymes kind of like I think I've talked about this before, where it's really, unless you get into them at the time when they're popping and that flow is what everyone's doing. Like, I can't go back and listen. I always talk about Guru and Master Ace that my rap friends always get mad at me for not being into. And because I didn't get into them then, it's really hard to listen to them, with that older kind of flow that hasn't really changed. So Common kind of has that. I think his flow is basically the same as it was in the mid-90s. It was sick. Right. It was simple, but it was like smooth as fuck. And it was just, he was perfect. Like the Soulquarians era of music was just money. I feel like we could do a whole episode on that, actually.
Man's just butt up.
Yeah, and I want to start getting down to listen to all that stuff from like, the Badu shit, Jill Scott, D'Angelo obviously part of it, Rouge Kweli, Mos, Little Brother, all that type of shit. So I feel like we can dabble a bit. Maybe it's kind of good to give one rap album from the 90s, one from, say, the early 2000s or something, and then like a neo soul. That'll keep you going. So I think that's a good lineup for next week.
Cool.
So then we actually didn't really look. We're already at an hour. We've actually done pretty well.
Yeah,
so we've got two segments. We're going to do a quick time with Slime where we're just kind of like off the dome, and then we'll get into some unpopular opinions. I think we can do the transition. We're going to do this word game, but we'll do that next time.
Cool.
Sweet.
So quick time with Slime. What I was thinking, we'll do it. We can just do it off the dome, and it doesn't have to be music. It can be anything. Yeah. And we'll just do one each directed at the other two, and then move around. We'll go around like twice or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
Who would like to start? Do you want to start, Dan, since you're the youngest? Or is that pressure?
I'll start.
Go on. Yeah, go.
Let the youngest start. Go on, Nash.
All right, mate. Fucking fitteds or snapbacks?
Snapbacks.
Fitteds.
Yeah.
Fitteds, innit?
Fitteds. Fitted.
Do we have to take a shot? No, we don't have to take a
You're
shot.
saying shot.
Oh, got the
Oh,
fitted.
it's your fucking head, yeah.
I remember getting snapbacks because I got one sent to me from Brewhead, shouts to Phil, and I never wore them. I was like, I don't wear these, but okay, yeah, and I started wearing it kind of almost ironically because I used to hate everyone walking around with snapbacks. I can't remember why, I just didn't like them. And then now I only wear snaps. I don't know. I don't like how I look with fitteds anymore, but it's interesting how that changes.
I prefer the golf kind of hat anyway, like the polo.
Yeah?
Yeah,
You are an old
golf.
man. I feel like you're an old man.
The golf.
You were complaining about like joints hurting and stuff the other day. I was like, man, Dad, I think you're an old soul. You've been here before, type shit.
Been here before, man.
Cunts are already wilding outside.
Is it bank holiday?
Yesterday when I was
England.
coming home,
Yeah.
in Little India, around where I live, I was just riding my bike home, and there was like a full on when I was riding past it, there was like one street that was shut down. There was like a stage and like there was like a marquee and there's full sound system, DJ speakers, all the bullshit. Probably like 75, 80 cunts. I was riding by it and there was like loud ass Indian music and this dude was singing his tits off and it was sick. So I was rode home, cool, rode past, and I was like, oh yeah, nice, man, just chilling. And then there's all the Desi Burger joints and there's a couple of other places that sell those like fucking sugarcane drinks, whatever. There was like fucking 80 cunts out the front of there. Like Gerard Street was popping. I get inside, chilling, open my windows, smoke a spliff, and then I hear like some reggae, and I'm like, okay, cool. And then I hear like, put your hands up, and then like like a selector. Exactly. I heard a bunch of that, and everybody was having a fucking party last night, and it was like 10 degrees at 10 p.m. or 9 degrees at 10 p.m. and everybody was just chilling. So we got the first like party of spring in my area, and it was just fucking hilarious because it was just vibes down the street. I was not prepared to see that because usually it's dead at that time of night on a fucking
Saturday.
It was Saturday last night actually. Yeah, so usually it's like kind of calm, but it was popping. I laughed so hard as I was riding by. So everyone's getting into the spring
summer festivities.
It's kind of cool. It means it might be a wild ass summer because cunts are just itching to be out.
Everyone's itching. Yeah, you're right. Exactly right.
Yeah,
it's because of Future.
Yeah, everyone's just listening to that new
it's the toxic summer.
All right.
I think so. I like.
Okay. Do you have one? Do you want me to go? I can go. Okay.
For now, actually, you go. I feel like mine's obvious.
Okay. The one I thought of, say, like on a podcast tip, who do you like more, Joe Budden or Nori? It's a tough one because they both are probably like,
they're both got their cons.
I think Joe Budden because he's more listenable. I feel like if I listen to Nori, sometimes I can't listen to them. I feel like I literally can't.
I understand that, to be honest.
I like, absolutely cannot. I don't know.
That's fair.
That's why.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Nori can be very unlistenable.
Yeah.
That
completely
unlistenable. And just taking everything off track all the fucking time. Yeah. Okay.
That's exactly where he loses me. Like he just derails things that were going so good, and he gets, I think, a little too because he's always dropped peanuts along the way. Like, oh, the whole squad gets food, they get lit beforehand, the guest comes along, they film the B-roll, all that bullshit, and the show starts. By that time, they've had fucking 5 drinks. He's fully 2 in the can before he starts the shit. So that's where Nori loses me because he's like, for the most part, 4 out of 10 as a host. Joe Budden he's opinionated, he gets angry, he's loud, but he's, he talks over cunts, he tells cunts to fuck off, but it's still a flowing show. It's more entertaining. Bless Nori's cotton socks because he is a sick cunt. And he does have a great show going on, but it's like, sometimes it's like, yo, motherfucker, just chill on the drinks for a little bit. Maybe start when the show starts. Don't drink beforehand. Like, I don't drink beforehand. I've had 3 beers. I'm kind of lit, but like, I'm not Nori lit. And you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't be coming in here like 4, 5, 6 in the can because I'd be fucked by halfway.
Yep. Yeah, it'd be a messy show.
And you'd be like, I reckon you'd be pissed at me later, like, oi, dickhead, you're fucking.
Just relax.
What's going on, eh?
Trying to do
oi, just don't be so fucking dickhead, eh?
Just don't be fucking dickhead, eh? Yeah,
so I would go Joe as well.
Okay, beauty. I would actually be the only one, then I'll choose Nori just because I can't listen to Joe. The arrogance is too much. I would rather listen to the messiness and learn something from these artists that he's interviewing than listen to Joe Budden's maybe more organized arrogance. I just can't. I can't listen to it anymore. It's too much. All right, good one. All right, Daniel.
Yes, I've got one.
Okay.
Kendrick or Pusha?
I'd say Pusha. I listen to his music way more.
Yeah.
Doesn't say. I think technically Kendrick's a better rapper, though. But I think I just listen to Pusha more, so I would choose that.
I'd definitely say Kendrick because I listen to Kendrick more.
There you go.
But I definitely love and appreciate Push. I need to hear It's Almost Dry. I have it queued up. I haven't actually still listened to it, even though I said I'd do it last week.
Oh, I got something about that.
Yeah. I'm gonna do that and jam the fuck out. Basically, he's super sick, but I think I prefer
Kendrick.
Other man's K. Diggity Doodles.
Kendrick for me.
Kendrick.
Yeah, I love Pusha, but no, Kendrick's sick.
Okay, I love
Kendrick has like amazing albums. Like they're more spinnable.
Yeah.
No, I get it. I saw that. You know how we talked about Pusha releasing these sort of weird albums,
Yes,
of the
yes.
EPs that were, for those who didn't hear, like Pusha and other artists like Banks have been putting out like they made a new album, but it's all just old songs, and they've just themed it up or whatever, or put little EPs and shit. It's a pretty strange maneuver, but I think they're doing it to get more in the algorithm on Spotify. This week, 2 new Pusha albums dropped. It's Almost Dry, Ye versus Pharrell, and then It's Almost Dry, Pharrell versus Ye. And all it is all the Kanye produced songs first, and then the Pharrell one, and then reversed on the other third. Yeah, that's all they're doing. So it's almost like you could boot like Notion, Hard on My Sleeve, or like we could do a Sea and Notion album, right? I could put that out now, and I could pick all the songs that would have to be on my personal thing, so I wouldn't be able to choose anything from your projects, I don't think. But you'd be able to put together a compilation, or I could upload that separately, but I don't know if, I think it'd be its own song. It wouldn't be related to the original, which is annoying, because you want to do it to bring more attention to one of the songs and bring more traction to the page. So you can put together just like I did 12 singles in 2017, so I could come up with an album name, make a thing, and then put those in either the month order I released them, or just make a different order and call that an album, which I've been wanting to do for a while anyway. So I thought about doing that, and then just making ones where like with just all the trap songs. So I'd hit all the ones that have got trap beats, or all the ones with soul samples that could be cool, or pull them from some of the albums and blah blah blah. So it's like it's an interesting approach. So I definitely need to try it. Just got to get it going. Okay, we'll do one more round of that each.
Go on.
Nosh?
Say again, mate.
Do you want to do one more round of Quick Time with Slime, and then we'll...
Sure.
Yeah? So you next. I'm trying to get inspired.
Quick Time with Slime. Fucking...
I got one while you're thinking. What about the book or the movie? So, like, do you prefer... Have you guys... I know neither of you guys are, like, big readers, necessarily, but have you ever read a book that you've seen a movie of?
Yeah, well, yes, before.
Yes.
But, like, not like... I'm not, like, actively reading the book, and then... The more time I'd watch the movie, and then people would be like, "Yeah, there's a book of this," sort of thing. Or it's just the Marvel thing, and there's comics, or it's the anime, and there's the manga as well. So, but then I've always my preference is always movie, but I know for a fact the book is usually better. Although I don't read, it's almost always true. Like the book is almost always better, but I'm still choosing the movie because you
prefer to consume that.
I'd rather. It's easier to like, I don't know. It's harder to comprehend things. Like for example, if it's a really big action scene in a book versus an action scene which was filmed, it's like I'd rather watch it happen as opposed to imagine it.
I understand.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. No show. What's your vibe?
What up? I mean, fuck. Dan pretty much nailed it. I haven't read many books that have been the movie. Like high school was the last time I did that shit. Like I can't remember what
like Great Gatsby or something.
I can see the cover of the fucking book, but I have no idea what the fucking thing's called. It's got a huge fucking sundial on it. It's like whatever the fuck, Land Before Tomorrow or some shit. Is that it?
Not sure.
Fucking hell. Anyway, yes. Otherwise, since high school, I haven't done that. So no, I definitely watch movies all the time. I obviously know the books are better because you fucking told me about all the Lord of the Rings shit because we watched the extended cuts and joked off to that back in the day. And you were like, oh, in this scene in the book, the blah, blah, blah cunts do this and that and shit. I'm like, oh, fucking word up. That's sick. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm glad you told me because I couldn't be fucking reading that. Because like I always had a problem in school with like, my neck hurts when I'm reading a book, bro.
Right.
Bless you, mate. So I'm always like, I would have loved to have like a gimbal? No, not a gimbal, a Kindle.
Ah, yeah, the ebook thing.
Then I could put it like on a thing and sit back and look. I just hated looking down at books and I always fuck my neck up. And then sometimes while I'm reading shit, I'll just like think of something else, and I'll have to read the same thing over. Like, oh, I wasn't paying attention, and books take me yonks. That's why I can read when I'm switched on. I can read fast and everything's going good, but I'm not always. You know, it's much more digestible to watch something than read it, and it's always been a bit of a count for me. So
fair. Okay, I do
like reading books, but I just couldn't be fucked because it takes so goddamn long. I'm distracted, And then you read like the one bit, go, yeah, that's sick, and then you ponder on. This is how I read a book. Okay, this is
why.
Ready? Take it in. So I'll read like one paragraph and go, oh yeah, word, and I'll sit there and just go, duh, and then think about that one paragraph for probably maybe 3-5 minutes, and then they go, oh fuck, and then I have to read the next bit. Like, wait, what did I just? Then have to do it in sections, and I get so lost in the imagination of it that I think I'll lose the whole thing about it, and then it just takes so goddamn long.
Interesting. That's not uncommon though. I read in the sauna at books in the sauna. So I've got no phone, no distractions. By yourself, sweating your dick off, and
Don't
I
your
love
books
that.
get soggy, mate?
They don't get soggy. I've got like a thing where I wipe my hands constantly, so they're as dry as I can get them, and not get. Sometimes it drips off my face onto the book. But if I lean forward on my knees, my fingers are on my thigh, I can lean forward and read it. And then sometimes it's weird. If you sit up, it's hotter rather than if you lean forward. So like if I'm sitting up, I'll just have to hold them like right in front of me like that.
I hate heat rises, mate.
Yeah, I guess that's probably why. But if I go like this, I'm leaning towards the heater. So like I don't know, like I'm technically probably a foot to 2 feet closer to it, but yet it's still hotter when I sit up. That's why I thought heat rises. That's probably why. But if I'm that close to it, what the fuck? So maybe the heat goes straight up or something, as opposed to like distributing from where it is. But that's neither here nor there. So I do understand.
Books in the sauna.
I think I would say both. Book and movie. Book is obviously better, more detail. But say you mentioned a good example, Lord of the Ring. That's written in like the 20s and 30s where they're using, they frolic through the Dell. I'm like, what the fuck is a Dell? I don't know what these things are. So I need to see the movie. I'm like, oh, that's what it is. I still don't know what it is. But they use these old school British words for fucking things. I'm like, I don't know what it is, bro. So, okay.
Good point.
You know what I'm saying?
That's where I'd be pissed off with the book still.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Dickhead, give me some brackets. What does it mean?
Exactly. Fuck,
give me a photo.
Describe it. Yeah, put a picture. Jesus.
I want a picture book.
Jesus Christ. All right. One of you cunts.
Being famous for reality TV or being famous for starring in a really bad movie. Like, comically bad. Like, that's all you're ever going to be known for, kind of thing. Kind of like what Robert Pattinson was, but then now he's kind of more respected. But like,
oh, yeah.
So the real question is, like, can it be saved? Which ones can be saved?
Anything can be saved. I guess it's just how you act after. Uh-huh. But it's like, what was that shit movie we watched?
Oh, Walk Away from Love.
Oh,
bro.
Walk Away from Love.
Did you watch that with us? Was it Christmas? Not last year, the year before.
No, we were watching 90 Day fucking...
Oh, no, it was 12 Dates of Christmas.
Is that what it was?
We watched it the last 2 years. It's fucking incredible. The worst, and it's so good.
So good.
So I think we always force you to do that. Every time you come over, like, no, we're watching shit. And you're like, fuck. Right.
12 dates? That is...
I don't watch shit any other time of the year except when I'm with you cunts.
And that's the only time we... Yeah.
Like trash.
But how good is it to just talk shit about the fucking shows? It's so much fun. We did it on Easter.
It's not bad, but like...
I think you enjoyed watching us talk shit about the show. More so than actually... So. You participated a bit, but you seem to enjoy... watching man's yap and talk about it.
I guess so, yeah. It's just like, I wouldn't watch this in the first place to have any commentary on it, so I'd rather just watch you cunts just have a giggle and gaggle about it. So
I respect it. It's a good fucking time.
You know, it was ridiculously
fun. Okay, so we didn't answer it. I would say probably be better for shit movie reality, probably, because
reality for sure.
Yeah,
you can save that. Like if you're in the movie, you can have the corny performances is like forever. And the reality show, I mean, obviously it's on record as well, on video. But, like, I don't know. Joe Budden did it right, didn't he? He fucked around and talked all kinds of shit on that fucking Real World.
Love and Hip Hop, I think it was called.
Love and Hip Hop? Oh, that's the one, yeah.
I've never seen it.
But all that fuckery, like, it's just stupid. But I think it's savable more so from there, because it's in a real situation rather than a scripted fuckery that you didn't really, like, align with.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, you're probably right. Because you have more control. Like, the movie, then you have to say what the writer says, for example. Yeah. Or you have to do what the producer tells you to do. But then in the reality TV, it's like, you're acting like yourself, and if yourself is basically shit, you're going to get clowned after. So that's just more on you. and how you actually act
on the TV show.
on a reality show.
I feel like you're going to have a bigger following. If you're in a shit movie, less people are going to know about it, even if it blows up because of its shitness, than reality TV, where like I feel like it's popping, and it's every show is basically a derivative of another, but like it's so bad, it's fascinating, and it's fascinating. Feel like you just want like it's like you like if you like any gossip shit, if you like that, that's what it feels like to me. It's just hearing about someone's life. It feels voyeuristic, like you're just watching these people, and you know it's fake for the cameras, but like, or sort of fake, or put on, or exaggerated. But it's like the same thing. Like I got like tea, that people, you know, as we say these days. I got a few friends that I know, like shouts to Nate, my boy Nate. If there's ever like tea in the beer thing, straight to him. He always hits me up because I know that he fucking loves it, and we don't want to bother. We got a group chat with a bunch of other beer people, and we don't want to bother them sometimes, and we'll just text like because we love gossiping like fucking, you know, we're like a couple of old boomers, you know. It's I think it's funny. So I think that's where if you like that bullshit, which I can't help it like it, like you would enjoy reality TV. That's really what it is. I think that's the motivation. That's like, why is it good? Because it's just you just like, did you hear that? Did you see what this guy said? You fucking, you know, that type of shit.
Yeah.
Like, can you believe he did that? Yeah, and just trying to understand people's motivations for doing things. It's interesting sociological stuff as well. Even if it's still put on, the fucking, why is he doing that?
Yeah. They need to release something as good as Ultimatum, but I just don't know how they can.
Oh yeah, did you see Ultimatum? Oh, you probably didn't see that, Nosh.
No.
I don't know if I want to turn this into to go into it, but
it was probably the best reality TV I think I may have ever seen.
Easily.
Like,
we watched it twice because we
good.
watched it here. Yeah. Then we got to Toronto. I got out of the shower after arriving, and Dan's already watching just finished episode 1 or whatever, watching it. I was like, oh, and we just sat there and watched the whole thing when we just got. So we sat through like 12 episodes. We stayed up to like almost 4 a.m. I think, watching that, and then it was Good Friday, and then we watched the reunion on Good Friday. I've never watched a reality show twice. That's how fire, and I wasn't annoyed about it.
I can't believe how good it was. I just don't see how they can release something better. That's like set the benchmark.
You can't top that.
You can't. Yeah. Like Love Is Blind is really good, but I still don't think it's on that level. That was different.
Yeah, if any of y'all are into it,
so good.
It'd be the Ultimatum on Netflix. It was the most ridiculous shit I've ever seen. It's even just the whole premise.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
The whole premise is like,
yeah, it's great. It's so awesome. I hope they do another season.
Yeah, same.
Let's do the last one. Look, we're already at hour 22, so I guess we're pretty sweet. So Nosh, one more and then we'll wrap it up.
Yes.
I think you didn't do right. Did you go the second time? No, I don't think you did.
Nah. All right, quick Thomas Lime. What are we doing?
Yep, just one. This is the final one for the episode. Nosh Dog in the building, about to drop a bomb.
Arse or titties?
Arse, easily.
Butty. Give me that butty. Yum, yum, yum the butty. Hey.
I'll slap a couple of
Oh, yeah. So everybody. So that, honestly, you just fucking finished that off perfectly. That was money. So titty. Should we call the episode also titties?
I think we should.
No.
We should clickbait people.
Good. That's more clickbait thing still.
We should clickbait people.
Yeah, but maybe
use that part. Cut off my end bit.
Okay. Maybe we could do okay. We could call it a dollar sign or T exclamation point, because I think they actually stopped. Like I got a friend who's a beer girl. Her name is Hoppy Bitch. So if I write, because we've done a couple collabs together in these group collabs, so we've done, and whenever I can only tag her, but if I write her name, I have to do I get a warning because of cussing on the post. Like I used to swear in my beer reviews. You can't swear anymore on Instagram because I guess they look at it as like bullying. So if I put arse or titties, I don't know if it would slide.
Mm.
Not all the time.
Toddies, T-O-T-T.
I was going to put like an exclamation point instead of an I. You know what I mean? A couple dollar signs, you know the vibes. Let's do the thumbnail because I want to get this make sure this Beebs T is right in here, mate. Episode 94. Look at us. Okay, hang on, we get up. Look at the Beebs. Yeah, all that matters is Ready?
Boom, boom.
Boom. All right, Nosh, where can everyone find you online, you big cocksniff?
Mate, get your Googles out. At Notion Baby on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok. At Ill Note Studios on Instagram, Facebook. NotionBeats.com. illnotestudios.com. Fucking get a dog up here. Check out me fucking shit, eh? Dan?
Dan Johnson on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, HGFJXNING on Instagram, TikTok. Hit me up.
That's where you know where he's at.
Yeah.
Y'all can get me at CEEFOR on Instagram and Twitter, and CEETMF on Facebook and TikTok. Y'all, that has been episode 94. Boom. Let me just, I can't finish it off. It's good.
Boom in your shit box.
There we go. Guys, thank you for watching and listening. If you enjoyed the episode, smash the flipping thumbs up. Hit subscribe below. Hit the gosh darn notification bell. Ooh.
Ting, cunt.
So you know when the new year drops. Follow us on social media everywhere at The Movement Fam. We drop the pods at 8 p.m. Eastern every Monday. We will be on time this week. And I don't know what we're going to do for next weekend because we're
In person?
well, we could do we could do in person on Monday. That'll probably have to be because Sunday's Mother's Day. We're in Toronto for a week. At the end of this week. No, I'll tell you off air, but we're going to be there. So we might do it in person again, actually, because Dan's coming as well. A bit after us, but another in-person one for episode 95. We're getting closer. Hopefully it'll time up. We can do it for episode 100.
The plants are ready.
Yeah,
get them ready. Yes. Now that we know, I also didn't like the way that we set it up. Like, it should have been where the mic was. The computer should have been there. Like, the computer needed to be right in front of us because it was next to me. So the microphone and the computer, you weren't that far, but you were furthest away, so you were the quietest. So it should be kind of more in front of the middle, so that we're all kind of equal. So we have to work on our in-person thing, but it's okay. Baby steps,
Hey, mate, that's how we do it.
Oh shit! Did I drop the flipping
dildo?
The stem player.
Oh,
Get that up. Yeah, get that up in your dick.
Look at that. Pooh Brown. Look at that. Looks fantastic.
Feels like a fleshlight. All right. Guys, thank you. I've said that already. We'll see you cunts in the next episode, I guess, isn't it? Get a dog up
here. Dogs, mate. Wolf.
Get a fucking dog. Get a Beebs up here, mate. Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, cunt. Justin says, oi, yeah, cunt. Fucking Bad Habits co-hosted by JB. We in the building. Gang.
Such a dickhead.
Beeb, look, he's having a drink. Oh, fucking Beeb's having a drink.
Mate,
He's fucking necking that.